Yo, so this is the Takstar SGC600. It's a $30 camera top shotgun microphone that's really popular on YouTube. Some reviewers even say that this performs as good as the Rhodes and the DTs in terms of audio quality for a fraction of the cost. So I went ahead and got one from Amazon, and I've been using it for a while. And in this video, I want to show you guys if you should get this one, if you are someone who's going to be starting YouTube videos, or if you're going to be doing Instagram content, and especially if you're going to get into vlogging, is this something you should consider? Now, for starters, the build quality on the mic is what you'd expect for a $30 mic. It's all plastic, but the microphone capsule itself is made out of metal. So that's a good sign. And you have this really nice wind cover. Now, this microphone does not come with one of those dead cats, those furry wind screens, which you would use in extreme conditions where there's a lot of wind. Now, you could get third-party ones, but I couldn't find an official one that was specifically made for this. The rest of the mic is plastic. You have a cable that's pre-attached to the mic itself. So if this breaks, that's end of the story. There's also this shock mount, which doesn't give me a lot of confidence, but if you're vlogging, it should be able to avoid those little bumps and shakes. The microphone shouldn't pick that up. And you have a cold shoe mount as well as a 1/4 inch jack right here. So you can, mount this on top of your camera into the hot shoe, as well as put this on a tripod or a boom stand. Let me know if you want a video of me, trying to do a boom setup with this microphone. I'd love to, make that. There's also this battery door, and this mic takes a single AA battery. Battery life is really good. I recommend using a rechargeable battery that's high capacity. I'm using a 3200 mAh AA battery that's rechargeable, and I've used this mic for a week straight without charging it, and I'm, using it a lot. So I'd say 50 to 60 hours of recording time on a single charge is really good. And on the back of the mic, you have some controls and buttons. So you have your on and off switch with a LED indicator on the back if the microphone is turned on. There is your volume or gain switch. So you have 0 dB, plus 10 dB, and minus 10 dB. And you also have a 200 Hertz low pass filter. Now, if this LED was on the front near the battery door, that would have been helpful to see if the microphone is turned on. I've had occasions where the microphone is off and I'm done recording my video and then I had to re-record it. So I'd say be careful with that. Now I want to give you guys a reference for how the internal mic on my camera sounds. And this is the Canon 80D with its internal mics. It's got bad microphone. The audio that you're listening to now is coming from the Takstar SGC600. It's set to 0 dB, the low pass filter is off, and the levels on my camera are set to low. And I would always recommend to set your camera's internal levels to as low as possible, because the preamps inside these DSLRs and mirrorless cameras aren't that great. But if you're using an audio interface or a recorder like the Zoom H1, those have much better preamps, so you should be able to get really nice quality audio. Now, this is how the audio is indoors. I have my softbox turned on, my computer is on in the background, and this is how it sounds. There is a fan on my softbox which makes a hum sound. Now, I'm only going to be boosting the levels in post-production. I won't touch the audio at all. This is just raw audio coming from the Takstar SGC600. Now we are on the minus 10 dB setting in the Takstar SGC600. The camera levels are still the same, and this is how the mic sounds. Now we are on the plus 10 dB setting on the Takstar SGC600. Camera levels remain the same, and this is how the mic sounds. Now, since I'm shooting at nighttime, it's quite dark outdoors, so I can't go out for the wind test. So I have this table fan, which is gonna blow wind at the microphone. This is how the Takstar SGC600 sounds, with a lot of wind being blown at it. The low pass filter is turned off, mic levels still at 0 dB, and the camera levels are still the same. I'm gonna turn on the low pass filter to see if it makes any difference. Now I have turned on the low pass filter, which cuts out frequencies above 200 Hertz, and this is how the microphone sounds. Alright, now to conclude this review, the Takstar SGC600 actually sounds really good for its price. For $30, I think this is really good value, and it sounds very similar to those expensive mics from Rode or Deity. And if you're someone who's just starting out, don't want to break the bank, want really good value for your money, I think this is a good mic to get. And if you want to start vlogging or do some podcasts or just make content or even filmmaking, I think this is a good option. I'll drop links in the description down below so you guys can check it out. It has a little flaw where it picks up a little bit of background noise, which can be edited in post. So you just have to do noise reduction. You can use free software. Adobe Premiere Pro has it, Final Cut. Basically all editing softwares have their version of noise reduction. So you can do that, fix it in post, or just decrease the levels of your camera and try to increase the levels on the microphone. Then you're using the microphone's preamp instead of your DSLR or mirrorless camera's preamp. Those are going to be bad. Those are going to give you a lot of hissing and self noise like you can hear right now. But otherwise, the mic sounds really good in my opinion. With some editing in post, it can sound very close to those expensive mics. So that's that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace out.